you guys. Welcome back to our podcast. This is the Guide to a Black Female. My name is Shaquilla Danielle.
I'm Denisha Sierra.
And I'm Phaedra Elise.
And today's topic is, what percent do you feel that you put into sex? Like, is it 50-50, 80-20, 0-100? Like, what is your percentage? What type of energy do you put into sexual activities?
For me, I would say it depends on the situation. But if I'm going to talk about in general, then maybe like 35-40%. Just because I'm a layer. I like to be fucked. I don't like to do the fucking. So if you're saying putting the energy into it, I'm a layer. But
so that would be, if you're laying, you think that's 35? That's more like 10-15.
No, that's 35 because, baby, this is a tsunami over here. So in that case, drink your water, ladies. But anyway, so yeah, I would say, but I suck dick and stuff like that. And when I suck dick, I am very passionate with that.
Right.
So
that's where your 30 comes in.
No, like I said, heavy tsunami, period. But
I'm just fucking with you.
But if I'm drunk, it's probably, if I'm drunk, probably 50-50. Because when I'm drunk, I'm wild. But my man likes to fuck me. So, I just like being fucked.
Shaquilla?
Okay, so it really, really, really depends on the situation because I'm just built like that. So, but when I'm in a relationship, I could say I give about 60.
Oh shit!
Damn! I give a good.
Go ahead, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, I just don't want to give all my goodies, all my tricks before I get married because I want my husband to have something that he can say ain't nobody else got.
You know what? 100%. I agree with that. I mean, 60. Wow. I would love to. I'm trying to research more, so maybe I can be at the 60 level. But personally, I think when it comes down to it, I'm more so Bravo. Those faces.
Maybe I misunderstand the question. I thought you meant like.
Because I feel like she's saying that she puts in. Yeah, she said she's put in 60% of the work. What do you not understand?
Yeah, but the way Quilla was explaining it was different from what I was explaining. So maybe I'm confused. So you're putting in 60% of the work, and he's only putting in 40.
And she's saying she's gonna do the whole 100 once she's married, or 80. Maybe.
Then he's not gonna be putting in anything. So like that's why I'm confused.
It might be some women are more like they want to be more dominant and controlling, and nothing's wrong with that. Like everyone, that's why I think it's a good question because everyone is different. Like some people like for it to be a partnership, and some people want
you want to be dominant.
I'm not saying I want to be dominant. I'm saying I put in a lot of work during sex. I'm not just gonna have boring sex. Like, if he want me to do something, I'm gonna do it. But like,
But then I'm confused because now I'm confused.
I think
like
Quilla's seeing it as what she's doing, like she's putting, or what she's what she can do. She's putting in 60%.
I thought you meant like levels.
No, she's talking about like the energy itself, like
so my energy. I guess
I'm just talking about like
energy. Okay, so I can say, I mean, it's a good like 30-40.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say that. Honestly, I'm gonna be truthful. It's more like 25. It depends. Yeah. 25, I can get you to the 40 now. But anything past that, baby, I know. Now, if I'm drunk, I can get you to the 50. But on average, 25, 40. It just depends on my day, my mood. But on the hand of with Phaedra now, when the head coming, passionate now. That 100.
Very passionate. I'm a very passionate dick sucker.
Depending on the day, for real. I be passionate. Depending on the day. But as far as in like, I guess Shaquilla, since you're on a different topic, we can talk about that. As far as in like waiting for my husband, I agree with you, but I want to say to a certain extent, because I used to think that way, but now I'm more so as you do want to test the waters. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to save like so much for one person. Because I mean, you, depending on what age you get married, Faye just married now. But depending on what age you get married, you don't want like to just be like, oh, I saved this all for you. Like, come on.
Yeah, that is right.
Because I can only say explore. Because to me, when it comes to marriage, I definitely want to explore threesome. That's definitely on my bucket list.
What is it? What's the third person?
A girl.
Gender.
A girl.
Okay. I just want to ask.
I mean, I'm just saying, because it's levels to that shit. You know what I mean? Because two guys, that's a train. This dude on TikTok said that's a stampede. You get ran through. I don't want that. Because why would you want to have, you know what? That's a topic for the day. But anyway.
No, we can talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so if we're going to break down. No, because if you want to break down a threesome, like, okay, I'm interested in girls. I'm not bisexual, but I would say I'm bi-curious. So a threesome for me, I would interact with the girl as well as interact with the guy. So that would be a true threesome. Now, if it's two bisexual men and a woman, that would be a threesome because they're all interacting together. If you have two straight men and a woman, that's a train because they're not going to be interacting with each other. As well as two straight females and a male, they're not going to be interacting with each other. So that would be a stampede, a train as well. So a threesome, everybody's interacting. So
it's just interesting because you want it to like go into it, but initially if somebody says, oh, I'm doing a threesome with a girl, you're not going to be like, is she straight or is she bi-curious? You're going to be like, oh, okay, a threesome. But then when me and Shaquilla want to say it's a guy, it's a train. Hold on, you don't even know the content.
Okay, so you wanted to have it with two straight men or
now you're trying to ask a question, but before you was all train.
Lay it out there, sister.
Now you want to ask questions. My God.
But the people want to know. So what is it?
No, I'm not into three. Like, that's not on my husband list. Like, if he wants that, that was one of those things. Like, the last episode, I'm not willing to sacrifice. So go ahead.
No.
I mean, if you need to cheat, just do that. Let me know after.
No, but that's not cheating, though. I mean, I'm into that personally.
What do you need? Like, what do you need that I'm not giving? Let's talk about it. What do you?
But
need
it's not the dude, though. But it's not the dude. I want to do that. I truly want to experience that in my lifetime.
And again, what do you need that he's not giving you?
It wouldn't be his thing because it will be with another girl. So what are you saying?
That's what I'm saying.
No, like, she's saying like, what can a girl give you that a guy can't give you?
I would be doing it as a collective. So it's not necessarily saying that the girl can give me something that he can't. It will be a collective thing. Like everybody's playing a part into it. That just seems fun, arousing to me. Like, who wouldn't want that? Like,
have a carnival, honey.
Who would? I'm trying to, because at the same time, because just think, the guy pounding you, right? Like pounding you out your mind, huh? Yeah, he's good dick. He's pounding you, and then the girl. I mean, I ain't never ate cat, but I would be up to it in that circumstance. And then me eating her out, they kissing, I don't know, It just seems like
Bitch,
fun to
cut
me.
it. Because you doing this. I am not your other friend. It's getting too much. We is not on that subject. Don't. It's just sounding too much. Like, ooh. Do you know what this is like? This is like when you walk past those
So you
guys,
are about to be 26
you
years
see.
old and you can't talk about eating cat?
Why would I talk about that? Hold on. That's another subject. With a man, if he's a straight man, if it's a man, is he going to sit in a conversation and listen to two guys talking about sucking dick? Two gay guys talking about sucking dick?
I mean,
No,
if you're
he's not.
comfortable.
So I'm a woman.
What you mean?
No,
Charlamagne do
they
it all
won't.
the time. I know straight men that do that.
And he, right?
That Charlamagne was straight. Just because he married don't mean-
Charlamagne, no, that's another thing. Just because somebody can talk fluidly sexually does not make them bisexual.
Yes, it do.
So you
If
want to
you're
try,
talking about
you want to
some-
go
if you're
down, you want to.
No, that could be.
You could definitely spin that as homophobic, but that doesn't make them.
No, a guy making gay jokes all the time and gay remarks gives me a belief that maybe he was, not that he is, but maybe he was, maybe he did that at one time. Not that he continued it, but maybe he was.
No, I mean, we know a lot of men that have done that. So I don't.
Okay, and most of my
No.
most of them. And no, it's not that I'm homophobic by all means, no. But I'm also going to stand my ground. If something is not, like you talking about giving another girl any sexual interaction, that's not something that I want to discuss. That doesn't make me homophobic. That makes me say that's not something I want to discuss.
You don't have to stand your ground. Because, like, I feel the same way. If you don't like me, you don't have to fool
Any
with
other
me.
topic that you don't want to discuss. It's just close it. Just
Well,
close
it's okay. If you don't want to discuss it, that's on you. I was chiming into the audience. You have to comment on it. It's only a discussion when you talk back.
I'm trying to figure out this salty.
That girl had to knock her head back. Because, I mean, it's only a discussion if you carry the log. I was just saying what the people, because there are people like myself, which polygamy could be another situation, but we ain't going to go into that. But there are people that are like-minded as myself. I mean, if they wasn't, porn would not be a
Saying
thing.
these things that we're not going to go into. Let's not talk about them.
It's fine because yeah, there's there's LGBT community, and sure, those people like to talk about it, and I don't see a problem with them talking about it. But
Straight
here's
people
the
talk about this stuff all the time.
they're not straight. Anyway, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's nothing wrong with venturing out. If you want to be bi-curious, by all means, live your dream. I'm saying certain stuff I don't want to talk about. And it's up to you, and it's going to be up to me if you respect those boundaries that I'm putting into place. Now, whether you respect them, we can have a discussion out camera. But
Oh my God.
no, but all seriousness, I think that that's the same thing. Because if a straight man is in a room with two, LGBT friendly people, and they're talking about, oh, I want to give you head, I want to do this, and describing it, he's not going to sit there and be like, you know what? I'm mature enough to sit through this. He's going to be like, I don't really want to hear that. And then people going to be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But when a woman does it, it's a problem.
No, because if a man, because I feel like if there is a certain amount of maturity, I mean, just don't say anything. You don't contribute to the conversation. What's so hard about that?
Okay,
I just
let
find
me
it.
put it in perspective for you. That's like,
No, I get the perspective, but I'm saying,
no, but I'm saying that's like you going to, because you're not Christian. If you go into church and listen to a preacher rather than not going to church at all. Like, if your parent forced you to go to church and you got to sit there and listen to the preacher, it's like,
okay, I've done that. I did that for years. So,
Okay. But I'm saying, like, as an
So why did it stop?
because I just don't believe that. But
Okay.
even though I don't believe it, I still participate in conversations about God and religion and everything all together.
No.
So
I'm talking about strictly the church.
Yeah.
I would still go to church if I needed.
Here you go.
No, we'll go.
I would. When people die, they go to churches, do they not? When my father died, did I not go to a funeral at a church? Okay,
I'm
what do you
talking
think?
about a regular ceremony.
playing
I'm not
games?
talking about a
You playing
homegoing.
I mean, no.
I'm not
I
talking
mean,
about a
no.
homegoing. I'm not talking about a church reunion. I'm not talking about the church birthday. I'm talking about a regular service.
You know what? You playing games. Let me say this. So I was thinking, because I remember you saying this last time, and we was talking about how if a guy is not good, you know, he don't know what he's doing. Do you feel like women cannot be good? Like, is it okay for a guy to be like, oh, she was bad, like she did not know what she was doing?
Do you think it's okay for a guy to say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the girl?
Huh?
Yeah, why
To
not?
the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Okay,
not?
yeah, but to his friends, not like
What? What?
be mature.
What?
Like, don't be telling your friends.
Why would? Okay, hold on, because this is going to be one of those things. But we as women, we talk about that. So you don't think guys talk about that?
True, but at the same time,
Yeah.
like, embarrassment is embarrassment. Like, I don't want to be.
Oh my god, I cannot with you right now because women
don't
talk
think
about
it's
that all the time.
I don't think it's a problem
Me
for guys
personally,
to
I
talk
just
about.
don't like if guys like. I don't know. Like, I
So
don't know.
why
how
would
to
you
feel
do
if
it
I
though?
knew what they would say, huh?
But why would you do it?
No, I'm saying I don't want to hear that you told your friends. My friends will never go back to the dude and be like, oh, she said this, this, and this. You can't do this, this, and this. I don't want to hear your friends come to me and be like, yeah, he said you can't give head. He said you don't know how to ride. Honey, devastating.
That's why you got to put in that
I
percentage.
take it as a teachable moment. But the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's like last time, and you know, you was talking about a guy, and my first thing I responded with, well, did you do what you needed to do? Because I think a lot of times we just automatically is like, oh, he don't know what he doing. But do you know what you do?
Oh,
Did you
I
put in
already
the
let people know off top. I like having sex, but I am a layer. So if you're not willing to put in that work, then I don't got nothing to tell you. I let people know that up front.
My
I'm
work
sorry.
can elevate though. Like it honestly depends. Like my work really can't elevate. So it honestly depends on like where I'm at in the relationship. It depends on where I'm at like mentally. So like one day I can give you a 30, the next day I can give you a motherfucking 60. Like it's gonna vary. But people have their off days, you know?
People definitely have their off days. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like with women, we don't think men have their off days. We just think, oh, it was bad. I mean, you don't know what
Maybe
your man was
But
going
to me, a guy having an off day would just be a quick pumper. So
right.
if you're fucking me or if you're having sex with me and the dick itself is just whack, that's a whole nother ball game.
Elaborate.
So like if he's just not hitting it right, like it could be going on for 10, 15 minutes, whatever the time frame is. And if the dick is just not hitting, then you just bad at sex.
But let me ask you, because you're saying they're bad at sex, and that's what I'm trying to dive deeper in. Are you directing? Are you saying, okay, this position or whatever they're doing, this isn't working. I need you to do this, or let's do this. Are you assisting?
It's hard to say because I haven't had like a horrible experience personally. I've had bad experiences, but not horrible experiences.
I don't
but
be horrible.
But I haven't had it to where I would be like, okay, well, this ain't working. We need to try this position. It just wasn't enjoyable.
If you're trying to say the man's dick is whack, like you really put him out there, like
No, like, cause you know who I'm talking about. Well, y'all both know who I'm talking about. So it wasn't that it just wasn't pleasurable for me. It just wasn't. It wasn't. The thing wasn't thinking. You know what I mean? So it was just like whatever. But I haven't had no, I take that back. I have had a horrible experience. And this was when I was younger. But the dude's dick was just so big. It just wasn't, it wouldn't go in. Like, I just couldn't, no. So I was just like, yeah. So I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I gotta go. But I was young at that time. So I didn't know how to articulate myself. So I was just like, I just live.
Do I have the interesting?
I have to tell you off screen, but you know how much.
What about you? Do you think women really, like, if the guy is bad, do you think you could change that? Like, you could assist, or if it's bad, it's because it's just bad?
No, I think it could change. Honestly, you just gotta coach.
That's what I think.
A little bit, because I mean, you gotta, like, if that's your man, you gonna like make do what it do. So either you gonna teach him or you gonna leave him. Like, I mean, because sex is a big
saying that. With you saying that brings me back to last episode. I can't sacrifice that. Like, I'm at the age, you just got to be experienced. I'm sorry.
You can't.
Like what one girl like, you not gonna like. So if you're experiencing this type of girl, he not experiencing you, you gotta teach him.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think women realize men are not women. They do not know unless he's like top 9. But even if he is, every woman is different. What you like might not be what's gonna hit it for me, and vice versa. So he has to learn your body, or you have to tell him.
Exactly. But somebody who's experienced, they would know maybe after the first, second time of having sex with you of how to get in the groove. Like,
you would have taught him.
Years old.
Because when you're in certain positions,
when you're learning someone's bodies, that takes time. You can tell them and they can catch on right away. But learning someone's body takes time.
But when you're in certain positions, like most of the time, well, I ain't gonna speak on everybody, but me, most of the time, if he ain't doing it right, I'm taking over in that position to show him how I want it done.
See, but for me, I'm not trying to do all that because, for one, I'm a layer. So you got to at least know the basics, baby. Like, if you don't know the basics, what can we do? What are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
if you can't go to one of those.
Because if I'm 26 years old, I've been around. I've had my fair share. So with that being said, you got to know the basics. I mean, yeah, I'm very honest. I'm a very open book. So you got to know the basics, baby. Like,
you're saying there, like, if you can't even do the 1, 2,
right? Then what you in my bed for? Get exit stage left. I mean, but like I said, I haven't had nobody that was just didn't know what they was doing. Like, I ain't no virgin type shit. Like, I ain't never had that. So it's like, you have to know the basics. Can you say A through Z? I mean, let's be real.
But you know what? I will say this though. I don't think head is the basic, because a lot of people.
No, it's not.
Don't, that's something that they may not be able to, excel in.
Yeah, head is something that might need to be that can be teachable. But I'm just talking about, like, strictly, like, just fucking. Like.
But you're willing to teach with head.
Yeah, because head can be tricky, especially on a woman. It can be tricky because, vaginas, of course, are, like, shaped differently, and, like, clits are, like, bigger, smaller, stuff like that. So for each woman, that would be different. But when it comes to the basics of fucking.
Yeah. I feel
everybody's motion is different.
It
I
is.
feel like a man should know exactly what to do in missionary, though. But because it's like.
Yeah. That's basic.
I just feel like everyone's motion is different. I'm just trying to get a play.
Can you put? All I'm saying is, can you put the shoe on without help? Like, I can help you tie it, but can you put the shoe on? Like, come on. Because, some shoes have Velcro, some have ties, some don't, tie it all. Some might have zippers. We can get there, but can you put the shoe on? That's all I'm saying. What else? What more do you want from me? Like, come on.
I can't with you.
It was not even that funny, but okay.
Because you're so aggressive with it. Can you put the shoe on? My man said it was only his second time trying to attempt to put the shoe on, and you stopped him in his tracks.
I need you at a higher shoe putting on level.
Well, there's that. Well, I guess we can end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. and bye.
Bye.